It was at this moment right here that I knew I ain't really messed up that bad.
Alien superstar. Whip. I'm too classy for this world. Forever I'm that girl. Feed you diamonds and pearl. Oh, baby, I'm too classy to be.
Hey angels, welcome back to another video. Today we are just going to be combing my thick, relaxed 4C hair. So this is a fresh relaxer. It's slightly damp as I relaxed it, shampooed it, conditioned it on Friday, and then I just threw it in this ponytail and I went to work over the weekend. I always wear a nursing cap to work. So whether my hair is combed or not, I don't do the having my head out at work situation. So I just threw it in this ponytail, threw a bonnet on top of that, and then threw on my nursing cap, and that's what we did over the weekend. So we are going to go ahead on and tackle it today. As you can see, I am extremely tender-headed, so these are true faces of pain, and it shouldn't be this bad on a fresh relaxer. So I'm going to assume that I did a horrible job with the relaxer. It's time for me to just go ahead on and find a professional at this point, because clearly you can see with me standing as far back from the camera as I am that there is still some kink at the roots of my hair. I don't know if it's because I didn't blow dry it, put any heat on it, or if I did a terrible job. I could be making excuses for myself. At one point in my life, I used to could really relax some hair, mine or anybody else's, but then I went natural. So I was natural for about 5 years, and I think I lost my touch within that time frame. I lost my relaxation touch. You know, in the black community we be saying perm, but it's really a relaxer. It's not perm. I didn't learn that until I went to esthetician school. Oh y'all, by the way, this is not a tutorial. This is just a comb my hair with me video. And yes, it is extremely damaged. Working out and sweating is making it harder for me to take care of my hair. So switching from natural to relaxed, like I said, I lost my touch with all of it, with relaxing, with combing it out, everything. But the working out and sweating makes it even harder for me to care for it. And that's, like I said, I've stated it in my vlogs. If you watch my vlogs, then you already know. But by the time I get done working out, I'm drenched in sweat. My hair is extremely wet, and sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, I'd be so tired from the workout, I'll forget to even comb my hair. I'll be wearing wigs to the gym, so I've been started doing something else by the time I got home, and before you know it, I done had the wig on all day. And once I take it off to lay down, I just take the wig cap off, put the bonnet on, and 2-3 weeks went by, and I haven't even combed through it. So it is damaged. You can see by the ends that it is damaged, and with the piss poor job I did relaxing it, probably may have damaged it a little bit more. I relaxed it because it was so hard for me to comb through it while it was natural. It would take me 2 or 3 days to comb my hair when I was natural. So I would have to put it in multiple sections. 4 sections just did not cut it when it was natural, honey. So we are going to do a twist out. We're going to do it with one product. I did get this from a tutorial. I cannot remember. It was a tutorial that I watched back when I was natural. And I have been relaxed now, I think 4 years now I've been relaxed. So it was a minute ago when I watched that tutorial. So in the tutorial, she was just like, get a cream leave-in conditioner, and that is the only product you need. You just drench your hair with a cream leave-in conditioner, and then twist it really tight, and then roll it up with a flexi rod. So I did it, and it came out really good back then. And so I decided to try that again, because I've been doing twist outs, but I have been doing it in a way that you would do it when you're relaxed, if that makes sense. I don't think that made sense. Anywho, yeah, like I said, y'all, this is not a tutorial. Do not follow this. I'm not gonna lie and make it seem like I was being lazy. And that's not even, because this does work, but I'm sure it's a better way that it can be done. I'm using Dollar Tree flexi rods. I just so happened to be at the Dollar Tree one day. I needed smaller flexi rods and I looked over and I saw these. I didn't even go to the Dollar Tree for flexi rods, but I just so happened, you know what, you know how it is. You go in the Dollar Tree, you go over to the beauty supply section and you end up buying something. And so I saw those and I was like, ooh, I need smaller flexi rods. Let me just grab them. And don't get me wrong, they do the job, but that little white thing on the end does get tangled up in your hair. And it's hard for me to untangle it out of my hair. I do end up ripping a few strands trying to get that out. Y'all, I was definitely the little girl that was always getting popped when I got my hair done as a child. Because if you think that face that I just made was something, you could just imagine the way that I would holler the whole time I would be getting my hair braided. Or, I mean, not necessarily while I was getting it combed, but my mom used to braid my hair and she would let the braids stay in for about 2 weeks because she had me and my sister. And so, just to keep her from having to comb hair, she would just braid our hair. And honey, I'm talking about, it felt like it was the worst punishment ever. Like, why would you braid my hair to my scalp knowing how bad it hurts? Y'all, look at how much I have damaged my hair. Like, I know that probably looks bad, and I can't even tell you if this part of the video is sped up or not, but the way that I just had to do all of that to get, like, look at all of that. Like, what did I do? Can you even call that a relaxer? I'm ashamed of myself. A little bit. I mean, not really, but. And I'm going to have to wait because I relax every 8 to 12 weeks. And I try my best not to go over 8 weeks. But like I said, with the working out, it's hard to get to. But yeah, I figured I could still feel more hair in there that hadn't been completely combed out, if that makes sense. And normally I would never use a rat tail comb to comb through my hair, but it needed it. It really did need it. Like, it was still some, I don't even know how to explain. I need to go to a professional. Just watching this back. But I didn't lose that much hair though. I ain't lose that much. So I know I look like I feel some type of way. I don't want to lose any hair. Let me just say that. But the shedding was nowhere near what I thought it would be using a rat tail comb. But it was needed. It was definitely needed. But I feel like running that rat tail comb through there would make the twist out come out better. If that makes sense. I don't think it made sense. But just I need to go to a professional. Like, back when I was at home in Little Rock and I did used to go to professionals, they would charge me more. They would charge me more, talking about I had too much hair, and probably because of the tenderheadedness, because, it wasn't just my mama that would have to suffer through me making faces and making noises and, running from the comb. Yeah, the beauticians I used to don't get me wrong now. That don't mean I didn't want my hair combed. What girl don't want her hair to be done? It's our thing. But yeah, I used to act up in them chairs, depending on what style I used to get. I used to love to get the 2 big braids, and then you used to put the hair at the bottom of them. That was my style right there. But that hurt so bad. Oh my gosh, it hurt. But and then I do got a lot of hair. Let's just call a spade, and it did take longer. So not only was I in their chair acting up, I would be in a chair longer than usual acting up. Like, most of the time, they would have to tell their next person to hold on a little bit, because they wouldn't be expecting to have to, take as long as they did on my head. So, except for one, because, it was only one person that I went to on a regular basis. So after about the 3rd time, she knew to just go ahead on and schedule longer time for me. So, yeah. We are finally done with one side. So I usually do 3 in the back, 3 on one side in the back, and 3 on one side in the front, for a total of 6 on each side. and that's how I usually do it. But I think when I was redoing it one night, I lost a flexi ride, so I ended up having to do 5. But I was not going to make y'all suffer through that. We are done. Here is the finished. I mean, is it finished? This what it is. Because I ain't gonna lie. If y'all want to see me take it down, you're going to have to catch it in the next video. So I hope that you liked. I hope that you subscribed. I hope that you turned on your post notifications so that way you can catch the next video, because that's when I'm going to take it down. I am completely and utterly frustrated at this point. I even am frustrated with this bonnet. I got it because it was cute. All the girls are wearing it. It's in style. You know, I have 2 adult daughters and they had them. You know, they got one and, you know, it was cute on them. So I was like, let me grab one, but it's just too much. Anywho, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could